The Magnolia Bowl, often overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Meredith. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learned a lot in these times.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, I love late game because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break right all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
LSU lining up first and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to go up top. Just a little incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. This is soften off a little bit for the run here on second down.
So far, the bad throw.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll try to pass their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run and pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
This short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and I wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback knowing where his answer was against the blitz and against man coverage, picking up that completion.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Oh, he's got a chance. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Guys, you just say magnolia bowling. It sounds elegant, pristine, and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever, down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love it, Reese. It's like some cheating. Yeah. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Meredith. On the move at the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have any chance to be completed.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what do you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he can't hang on.
Got the ball, baby.
Interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, they can lob to lock them up close to their goal line. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about that.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. And you want to know
I take
what
that.
impact home
It's
field
cool.
advantage
Somebody
can
was on
have?
block.
There it is. The offense will walk it back. Motion from the wideout. The snap sets up to throw.
Hey, throw.
Get
out of there. Get out of them.
It's 2nd down.
It's a bad throw.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown LSU.
Try to make it low.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play?
You have to take on time. You gotta watch that line.
That is how you do it.
And he makes the extra point.
Try to get over there. Try to get over there.
They're coming out to tee it up with a kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That one bounced through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
something new.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Say, bro.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they take the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just
for one that's on me. Bad angles.
And they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the move, it's Banks. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves it with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this ball looks like he just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They go to the ground. Got the first down and move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Good
Thank you,
hands
Faz.
by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game. And you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make it more accurate.
So now it's second and long. Unloads quickly. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1 this connection worked. Week 2 this connection working again. I'll tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes.
Wait, 8?
They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love that the QB understood I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Meredith. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Sends him back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh, get him.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. Put more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass. My best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
To the cribby. To the cribby.
Stealing a score on special team.
I ain't throwing the top of your foul.
A dynamic,
Put on the top of your foul. Don't you getting off of it. Let's go. play, boy.
Exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still getting full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Do it again. Same situation in the beginning of the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its
Come on, bro. What's going on, man? If you got some shit you taking care of, just say something through the mic, and you can pause it, bro. I won't press X. Man, you got 18 seconds, my guy.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can
You can go for that.
It's
fourth and two.
and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
I mean, your own territory. If it's fourth and 3 or under, you can go for it, bro.
He's just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, he had to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds up the 46.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead. They'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 and the 11.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown LSU! Nice catch and good work afterwards.
It's 82.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's
Almost got it.
half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Block 88.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Static game,
And they
guys.
split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over UConn. Your boy Casey has you covered here in the studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're going to test the right side with this. Picks up the first down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
It's going to be important to this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just
I
give
don't
this
think he's
guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards.
I take.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. LSU quick to the line. Defense showing blitz here. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey,
And they
82.
take it in for 6 more points.
And this is Moron City. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to attack one more under that lead.
Oh no! Thank you.
And they
Got in the
get
way.
attack on the
Thank you,
extra point.
G.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they
I'm gonna
close
let
to
him
be
get
only a
that ball back.
16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Block field goal.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Just a few seconds remaining. Here's he trying to put something up before halftime. On third down, he drops the throw. That
All out.
will be incomplete, and
It's my block.
10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being
Max
physical
block.
and early in this game. Putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Wide open, and it's a free. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Makes the quick grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short game. Still middle ground cover to pick up the first. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there.
Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down mark.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Maybe some confusion on the snap out there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
It's 11:50.
It would just be a 30-yard field goal.
It's 11:50.
How aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal.
Nice.
Will they go for it on fourth down? This is make-or field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Wants to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm watching that damn run. I blocked the wrong one.
Anybody on defense, what a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone.
Hello?
Touchdown, Tigers. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control with this game, guys. But you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David. So this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back here.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently ahead of this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us.
Oh,
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Okay, ready? Razor. 29-0. 2-0.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab. It's Jean-Pierre. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He tries to take the top off. It's
Play 0.
What a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the shotgun down, here's the inside game. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. It's at the 25.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that is run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his man, it's Banks. LSU will get a first down.
4th quarter.
First down for the offense.
Way to make it play,
Guys,
Brian.
LSU has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush is on it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so faster after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
And he was able to run through one tackle and still only a modest lead.
They can play these late-game situations differently. You just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and he brings up a 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. This 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. On the run, it's Meredith. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they'll slide it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Handoff to the lone back. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Meredith. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop at 4 yards short of the mark. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down.
He dropped it.
Turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
He dropped it. Why do you have to in the rain?
Here on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think Jesse will see some.
There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Going to work on second down. The red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. Third down in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense in press coverage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
It's only
They'll
game
try
2,
to add
man.
another to their lead. And the extra
It's
point is
only
good.
game 2,
So
man.
that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times. It stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much on first down at second and 9. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He was searching for that first down marker, but he'll come up short. They stop him at the 22. It'll be fourth down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the need to make a stop here.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This defense
lay down, baby
is in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
There you go. No.
Lining up to tack one more into that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with a short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Gonna run it. It's Mariner. Running to Green. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.